But it's as far as the politics went with me, I rose up to the top pretty fast. I wasn't scared to put it in work, and I devoted my life and almost actually caught about 20 more years because of it. When I was at Greensville, that whole thing popped off on the boulevard. We were fighting on the boulevard, whatever. Right after that big brawl, we ran to the building, and you could 229 at Greensville like it ain't nothing.
Yeah, good. Unauthorized area.
Unauthorized area. So we
Yeah.
229
That's the
into
only one I remember, bro. I was always jumping from block to block.
yeah, bro. You could just bounce around.
Yeah.
So we went downstairs, man, to the lower pods because we were upstairs, and went there and beat them up in there too. The same right after we fought on the boulevard, we rolled into the building, beat them up in there, and then went up and they locked us down. And we went on annual lockdown that night. We went on shakedown that night.
Damn, them annuals are crazy at Greensville, bro.
Yeah, it sucked, bro.
I think the longest annual I was on was like close to 3 months or something like that, man. They took forever to shake that shit down.
Huge, man. Well, see, now they split it up. They don't do the whole prison at once. They do S1, then S2 like a couple weeks later. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how they do it because I imagine it probably took a long time to shake that prison down, man.
Yeah, damn right. That place is huge, man. Look, that was what I was going to ask you, though. When I was in there, man, there was, sex offenders and stuff walking the main line. They didn't have no particular block for these guys. I mean, did they have any of that, like, new kind of protective custody kind of blocks for these guys, or it was the same all the way around?
Well, I know they were putting a lot of them in S2 because, S1 and S3 are off the chain. So they were sticking a lot of them dudes over in S2 because that's where they got, like, that's where they had the mental area. And they were safe over there. But, you know how it is, man. Virginia's so hard on the laws, man, that even if – and that's what I try to explain to people, too. They're like, oh, y'all are soft because you let the Moes walk the main line. But I'm like, what are we supposed to do? I'm not going to get 100 years because –
I said that all the time, man. Yeah.
I'm not going to do it.
I mean, you want, it's not about the – I mean, that's the facts, man. Why are you going to throw your life down the drain for someone that didn't even do nothing to you? Even though it's a piece of shit move, if you got 3 years, you ain't going to go take the man's life, man. That shit they'll get extorted. They might get jumped a few times here and there every other week, Yeah,
I mean, I extorted plenty of them. Don't get me wrong. But the way I did it was, I was like the friendly extortionist. You know what I mean? Like, I would walk up, and I'd see one, and I know who he is. I know what he's in there for, and I know I can't just run up and just bash his eyebrows off. So I'll go and put my arm around back. Look, man, you're going to have problems here. You know what I mean? But the way I would do it, I would say, look, my homeboys aren't going to put their neck on the line for nothing. So I got to make sure they're taken care of, man. What type of money you looking at every month, And and that would be that.
What's your annual salary, big dog?
Yeah. Let's figure out what the percentage is going to be, And I had a minimum 50. I mean, because I know you can go work in the tailor shop or something, make $50 a month.
Yeah.
So, but what's crazy to me too, man? These dudes that do these heinous things, their families take care of them.
Strapped, stay strapped.
What?
It don't make no damn sense whatsoever, man. But that's how it is, man.
It blows my mind, man. It blows my mind. But Greensville turned into it's gangland. The phones were real bad where they had to add another phone because I got stabbed at Greensville over the phone.
Really?
Yeah. Not like it wasn't lethal. I got stabbed in the leg. I just got there. And so anyway, I went and used the phone that I guess I wasn't supposed to use, but when I just come out of count time, like that 12 o'clock count.
Yeah.
And I had been there 3 days, and I've been kicking out. I got kicked out of line a couple times. And I'm a man, bro. At the end of the day, I'm not gonna pay you to use that damn phone. I know all these other white boys might be doing that. I'm not doing that, So I grabbed the phone. Dude pulled up on me. He was like, "Yo, this is our phone. We such and such." And I was like, "Well, it is what it is, bro. I ain't, I'm calling my people." So I knew what time it was after I got the phone. I was in 2 buildings, and that's one.
Okay.
And I went after I got the phone. I let it hang. I walked upstairs, and my cellie held the door down because they was getting my cellie was from down here, and they came in 3 deep, and we were fighting in the cell. That's how it started. We were fist fighting, but there was some young kids at this time. Man, I was like 265, dude. I was huge, man. I've been working out for 5 straight years. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm holding my own. They're young kids for real, trying to make their bones in their organization. One dude pulls that, and you know the knives they make at Greenville are crazy because they were making them out of those shelves underneath the bed. They were kicking out the little metal piece that connects the shelves, and they were like 6 inch six inch long, man.
They're huge, man. Some cells, them shits were already stripped. The doors off and everything. See, when I was there, the doors were just starting to get ripped off the lockers underneath the bunk. So
yeah, those are gone now, bro.
Yeah. Look, and then look, the phones on the yard, bro. They used to have a metal case, and did they still have the phones on the yard?
No.
Damn. See, like when I first went there, man, you would see people sitting by these phones. They had phones out in the yard. It was like 2 for each yard. And you could sit outside and use the phones. Badass. But you would see people all day ripping that freaking metal off the phone, like because the case has a metal case around it, and that's how a lot of people are doing it, or ripping off plexiglass from little plexiglass signs going to chow. But yeah, that's crazy. There ain't no doors left on them shits, is there?
There ain't a door left on it, dog. So I don't care what building you might have them in the Chomo block, because I doubt they're slaying each other, but everybody got a blade at Greensville.
Yeah.
Well, the dude, the one guy got behind me. He's got my neck. I finally go down. It's 3 of these dudes. So I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and say I won this fight, because I definitely didn't. But when they pull me back on the bed, I seen him pull it out, and I start using his homeboy as like a shield. I'm like, hell nah, you know what I mean? Well, they get me down, blah, blah. When he hit me in the leg, and I think when he hit me in the leg, I think he was more surprised than I was, because his eyes got big, my eyes got big, and everybody stopped. You know what I mean? Like, it was like, uh-oh. Like, things got real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shit got real for real.
It got real, dog. And I said, pull it out, man. Pull it out my leg, man. And it didn't hit nothing vital. It did tear into my, like, my muscle and shit, but it wasn't like leaking everywhere. It was bad, but not that bad. Well, they run out. I wrap my leg with a sheet because it's, you know, the CO's getting ready to do a round. When they come in, I'm turned like this to the bed. My cellie's kind of standing in front of me. So the whole point of the matter was I didn't say nothing. I couldn't walk for like a week. And the dude that had the yard for him ends up coming up and check this shit out, man. This is crazy how politics work. The dude comes to my cell with a couple of his homeboys, and he's got a bag like of food, and he drops it in my cell because I hadn't been to chow because I couldn't walk. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, hey man, can we just chop it up? Because I stood up like, what's up? You know what I mean? Like I'm ready, whatever. You know. And we sat there and chopped it up, and he said, look, man, I didn't know that you. It's because the people that pulled his coattails, like, at this point in time, we've been making a little noise in the system with the DMI shit. Okay, so people were starting to hear about us. They knew we were, you know, a step above what had been seen for the white boys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we chopped it up about the whole situation. And he said, you know, I understand where you're coming from, but you got to understand where I'm coming from. I can't just let everybody, you know the phone thing, man. The phone shit's crazy.
It's bullshit.
But he had to respect the fact that even though all that happened, I didn't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? I never went to the people or nothing. So what ended up happening was, from the first part of the day till noon, that was our phone, you know? And then after noon, it was their phone. You know what I mean? We split it. But it was, and anybody that's been to a place like that understands how big of a deal that really was.
It's big, yeah.
That was a big deal. And because
it was a big form of respect
on both sides. You know what I'm saying?
Both sides.
It was like that was, and the one thing I want to stress, and the reason I tell that story is because people out in the world, they walk around so hard. You know, I'm gangster, I'm this, I'm this, I'm that. But when you're in a prison environment, sometimes you're gonna have to display a certain degree of violence, man, to get where you need to be. I try to stress that fact to people. Like, if you're not down with throwing your hands, that's not the place for you to be, man. you know? So, and there's always going to be somebody that's going to be able to take you out.
Dust you off, man. And then there's always going to be someone ready to, get their get off on you by jumping you and shit, man. That shit was notorious. So, I mean, there's nothing you could do against 3 people, you know what I mean? That's crazy, man. It's, listen to you talk about Greensville is bringing back even I just thought about 2 stories since we started talking I haven't even told on this channel yet. That place was definitely a rude awakening for me, man. I learned a lot from that penitentiary. I've seen the dudes. I've seen a couple dudes get turned out.
Yeah.
I told a story. I seen this guy. We call him Lil Bobby on the channel, but he got turned out, man. And this dude started. I was playing softball with him. Didn't know anything. Then next thing you know, he's wearing skin tight jeans. All over the compound and shit, and wearing lipstick and shit, going from cell to cell. So it was crazy, man.
Yeah,
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. And you know how it is. People watch that shit. You ain't gonna say nothing because he's someone else's now. It ain't.
He belongs to somebody.
He belongs to somebody, and that dude, I'm telling you, man, I tell people all the time, these dudes will kill for their boy, man. They'll kill you. I was just about
to say that, man. Like, people don't understand that there's guys that really will get into relationships with these dudes and be playing house up in that bitch.
Straight house, man.
Playing house. Like, married and shit. It's crazy, dog. And it's the things, like, you have to accept and the things that you have to, like, internally deal with because you can't say nothing. And really, it ain't your place to say nothing because I can't sit here and say how this man should do his time or live his life because this is his life.
Yeah.
And all I can do is worry about getting out. That's all I ever thought about, getting out. How am I going to survive? Especially, when I started getting up, especially Augusta's a little rough. You know what I'm saying? When I left Greensville, I sat in that hole in 300. God. In 10 building.
Yeah.
And I sat
there. That place was fun. That place was freaking wild, man.
Dude, they wouldn't even give you towels and shit. Like, you would just, like, be out back.
Yeah. They still had, like, the see-through showers, little plexiglass showers and shit.
Yeah. With the girls watching you while you take a shower.
Yeah. And look, my fish game became expert back there, bro. I don't know if they had those cement columns separating.
Right down the middle,
I would have to go over and beyond, to get kites. Yeah,
got to, man, because that's the only way you're gonna get anything.
Yeah.
But when I was there, it was so hot that they were just bringing us ice like every few hours or whatever. But then they sent me to Augusta because they was gonna send me out to Wallens Ridge because when the investigators came down from DOC about this whole shit we got into with the ABs and this, that, and third, they were like, man, honestly, we're thinking about they were talking about they're gonna open up a pod at either the Onion or Wallens Ridge for shit like this. And that's where he kept saying I was going. I was like, I don't care, bro. You know what I mean? I one trench to another,
Yeah.
And I ended up going to Augusta. And although Augusta is a way nicer, like, the only thing about it, there's no AC at Augusta. So I was about to say, I know how you felt at Greensville. And,
yeah, I don't know nothing about Augusta. I ain't never seen that place, but I heard some stories.
It's when I got there, they were telling a story about some dudes that was into that Wicca and Asatru stuff, and they had killed a dude. The dude had volunteered to be a human sacrifice, and they cut this dude up in the glass.
I did a video on them guys too, man. That shit was crazy.
Crazy,
that's crazy, man. What level was Augusta anyway? What was it? 4?
4?
5? 4?
It's like a 3-4, a high 3-4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you said you went to Sussex as well?
Yeah, I've been to Sussex 1.
How was that place, man?
Like your
was
channel,
it worse than Greensville? I always wondered if it was worse. They have Sussex 1 and 2. 1 is 23 and 1. What? Sussex 2, that's a little more open, I'm guessing.
That's a 4.
Okay. So that y'all were 23 and 1 up there in Sussex, man. That shit.
When I was there, yeah, like I was there twice. I was there when it first opened. I went there in '98. That was crazy. But then I went again in like 2007, and it pretty much was the same. See, there it's cages, man. Like your basketball goals is caged off. So you're not like, and then you have, and that's pretty much where, you know, certain individuals going to hang out. And then the other side, like when you go across a track, there's a dirt like track where dudes have just walked it. And in the middle of it is a pull up and dip ball, right? And that's it, dude. That's all you get. There's nothing else. And you only come out for about, and you might come out 3 times a week. You're not coming out, like when they say 23-1, you're not going outside every day for an hour. It's not happening.
Yeah.
You're lucky to see, like I didn't see the sunlight for like 4 months one time down there. It's lockdown facility, man. And what happens is when you lock a group of individuals down for that amount of time and that long, what happens is people start talking shit through the doors. Yep. Little wars get started. Politics get messed up. Money gets messed up because dudes are fishing dope and dudes are fishing things through these cells and then not paying because they think, well, hell, I'm locked down. I ain't got to pay him. So, you know, then you have some real killers up there, man. Like I did a thing on my channel the other day about like, people don't realize, where do you think they send all these high profile people that you see on the news? That's where they go, prison.
Yeah.
You know, like I was at Augusta with the Southside Strangler.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like these people are famous killers and serial killers. And so Sussex it's a very small cell, man. And you're in there with a cellie. The window was frosted out. And when I was there, I don't know now, like I said, I don't know about now, but when I was there, they kept it so cold in the cells because that's how they keep, you know, down like diseases and germs. So I would be just under the blankets all day. It'd be 95 degrees outside and you'd be seeing your breath in the cell. And they built it right next to a landfill. So those vents that we all get in our cells are just blowing that trashy, stinking air into your face all day long, man.
Yeah.
It was terrible. Terrible.
That's crazy, man. Damn Virginia. Commonwealth State, ladies and gentlemen. They treacherous, boy. They'll lock your ass up for a long time, boy. I'll tell you what.
They definitely will.
Well, look, man, I don't want you to tell too many more of your stories. I want people to go over to your channel and check it out, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead and tell the name of your channel one more time.
It's Big Lance Off the Yard, man. It's actually blowing up. It's in the last week or so, I think I've jumped up about 1,000, so it's getting about 200.
That's good, man. And you ain't been having no collabs or shout outs with anyone. That's good. So this should bring even more, you know, and I gotta support people that have been done time in Virginia, man. You know, it's home state, man, hometown. And you know, you said you were worried about a little bit of your grainy camera footage and stuff, but that's how my shit was in the beginning, and people still loved it. You know, it ain't about the quality sometimes. It's about the content, man, you know, and the passion and the truth and the authenticity that comes with your story. That's what people love, man. So just keep doing what you're doing, upgrading. And ladies and gentlemen, I'll put if you want your Instagram and also your YouTube channel pinned in the comment section and description of the video for everyone to check out. And how long have you been out, man?
I've been out since last August, so a little over a year.
Okay. How much time you got left on papers?
2 years.
That ain't shit. That ain't shit, man. You gotta stay out, dog. You know, just keep doing what you're doing, man. Stay out, stay free. You know, you be easy out there, all right,
man.
Bro? Yep.
Absolutely, babe.
All right, dog.